So I just finished recording the intro to the whole series, and I also just finished watching the pilot episode twice, really. In the DVD section, there's it's listed as the original pilot episode and the revised pilot episode. There's nothing really different, just the opening theme. And I think maybe some scenes are cut shorter. I doubt that though, but that's all I could really tell. Overall, I mean, nothing really hooked me that much, and so I'm kind of interested to see how the next few episodes go. I mean, the thing with pilot episodes though is that it's really kind of the feeling out process of, well, pretty much any show. I think things are a lot different. However, I think this is a lot more, with Seinfeld, it's a lot more, like, I kind of see what's going on. It doesn't feel that much different from later episodes, at least the overall tone. I mean, anything else I have to say, really, I love the shtick that Jerry has with George when they're in the laundry room. Jerry's whole overdie rant, which I find funny. And that's actually one thing I do remember, like, from years ago when I was watching this, was you can't get over dry, kind of like you can't get over wet. And I think what particularly I liked, and I just kind of found funny, was like, you can't over die. If you drop dead and I shoot you, you don't die again. And I think that's the funniest thing for me from that whole episode. Interesting to know, I think going back to the whole feeling out process, was that Elaine's not in this. I wrote up briefly that Elaine was added due to the kind of feedback from this episode, so it's interesting to see how it's interesting to see how TV series kind of evolve, or how they're formed. Elaine's such an integral part of Seinfeld, you can't imagine it without her, but it initially was planned without her, so I find that very interesting. And Kessler. There's no Kramer in the pilot episode of Seinfeld. There's only Kessler, which I didn't know that. I didn't even realize that. I think I had to rewind it, because I thought I heard him say that and I was like, he didn't say. And speaking of Kramer, the character of Kramer, I think Michael Richards, I think his whole chemistry with the other actors, it didn't feel as natural. It definitely felt there was a lot more to work on, and as the series goes on, I know it does feel a lot more natural. But I think that some of that has to go with just kind of the craziness that is Kramer. I felt like George and Jerry's, their chemistry was great. It was spot on. I always love the going in between that Seinfeld has. I don't like how the episode just kind of ends on a really low note. It's more, well, the plot of the episode is, it's a show about nothing. How do I describe the plot? The plot is kind of just a woman's going to come over to Jerry's house, and so it's kind of the reading of signals that he and George are getting into, whether she has some sort of sexual intent, or if she's just coming, or if she even intends to meet him. But it just kind of ends. It ends with her telling him that she's engaged, and then you have some of Jerry's stand-up shtick, and it just didn't really have that like strong. It didn't end on like a big joke or anything. It just kind of pattered. It felt like it pattered off. And again, I feel that has something to do with the pilot episode, or with it being the pilot episode, and just kind of understanding how they want the series to go, how the tone is, and how some of the jokes or overall plot is layered out. But I liked it. It's probably not the best. I'm not sure how many shows where the pilot is the best episode, but it didn't exactly hook me either. I guess that's what I'll say. But as of now, I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing how the next episode goes and how the show evolves and kind of find its course. So yeah.